Hello, hello, ephemerettes. It's Lisa G. If you're new here, welcome to my little corner of the internet where we get crafty and have fun making little bits of goodness for our junk journals. I'm so very excited to have all of you with me today, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. I hope that you will enjoy creating and learning with me as we make fun little tags, pockets, and all kinds of ephemera and cute things you can use and play with and perhaps add to your Happy Mail packages as well. Today we're going to be doing some upcycle on some packaging, and I love reusing packaging because you can, distress it and make it look, shabby, and, add ink to it and just, alter it in all kinds of ways so that you end up with, something unique for your junk journal. These were some pockets, well, some little, I guess you'd call them pockets. Little envelopes that some rubber stamps came in that I got from Your Creative Studio a while back. And I wanted to upcycle these, and I had some little Tim Holtz frames that have been sewn around, and I've picked a couple out for us I think that we're going to use. I think I'm going to use that one on this. And I think we'll use this, and we'll put one of his little people on here, but we're going to distress the envelopes a little bit and just add some various stamping to it first, and maybe some little texture, just some various little things. So we're going to see what we come up with today. I'm going to start off by distressing and stamping all these, and then we'll go from there, okay? I probably won't talk a lot during this just because I tend to end up being quiet, so we will speed through this process, okay? And I'm just adding some vintage photo ink all around the edges first. And we'll do this on the front and the back. Now, if you choose to glue the backs of yours down onto a page like so, so that you can use it as like a tag pocket or something, then you don't necessarily have to ink the back of it. You won't ink the back on those. But if you do want it to be seen, and, so you can always wrap this around a page or, use it as a glue down pocket, whichever you want to do. I like to have options, so I'm going to do both sides. And see how it kind of just gives it sort of a, rustic feel, like it's, been aged. I'm going to go across through here. And I think we'll even do this to kind of give it some definition. So you can tell that it's actually a little pocket opening. Okay. Okay, and we'll even do this edge for that definition. And I just love upcycling packaging because, you can just get some really unique, looking stuff, and it's fun, and it's a good way to use what would, otherwise be trash, which, is, again, the true definition of junk journaling, repurposing your trash so that you don't have to throw it away. Hence, junk, right? And it's okay if it gets torn a little bit, it just kind of lends to the antique-y feel. do the back. I think it's about time for me to replace my sponge on this guy. Still works though. It's got a lot of ink embedded in it, so I just keep using it. Okay. All right. So, let's see. I'm going to do, because I want this to show, because I just like that little toucan. He's kind of cute. We'll do this way. And we'll have our little thread hanging off there. And then I think I'm going to add one of these guys. And I actually made these. I reused my packaging to, to keep things simple. I kind of like that guy. I think we might just put him right there. Let's see. And these were made, they're just little scraps of fabric, and there's a piece of tea bag in there. A piece of lace, some book page, more tea bag, a scrap of fabric, and then a little button just sewn through all the various layers. And we can do that one day. We'll do a video on that just so you can see how that process goes. And it's a lot of fun. They're just little, add-on clusters. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Let's go with that one. I like the pink on it. Kind of pops. All right. I'll do that on that one. We're still going to stamp the background first, but I just wanted to kind of see what my layout was going to look like here. And I think we'll do this. On this one, I don't really care if the cling stamp gets covered up because it's just a flamingo and, it's not a big deal to me. Okay, now we can we'll add something to her. Let's see. I'll think about that for a few minutes while we're working on stamping. We'll figure out what we're going to put with her. All right. Grab some stamps. I'll be right back. Okay, I found a couple of things we're going to use here. We're going to use StazOn ink. Just because it is kind of foolproof in my opinion. And my stamp is actually a little longer than my stamp pad. So I'm going to try to get this on here. All of it. Ticket coupon on this one. Let it peek out of the corner there because most of it's going to be covered up. And let's see. So on that guy. Let's see here. Yep. We could maybe add one thing right here. Let's do this. Okay. There's that. And then this guy. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Finish with that. All right. Here we go. So we did our stamping. And here, let's go back and take some, where is it? Scorched timber. There it is. And I'm just going to go around the outer edges with this, just a hair to make it a little darker. Not too much, just a tiny bit. And just to give it sort of that edge. That darkened, almost sooty edge. You know. Let's do it on the back too. This really makes a transformation, doesn't it? Okay. Do the same with this guy. And it just kind of lends a little something extra to the edges to give it that oomph, you know. Go. That'll make her stand out. All right. Now, we're going to put her right here. Yep. All right. So I want her to be only partially glued down first. So I'll do, oh, forgot I refilled my glue, so it's a little thin at the edge right now. Let's see, so I'll put her in here the way we want her and glue her feet down. Okay. And then we'll add a little glue to the back of this guy. And I love these little Tim Holtz frames. I love doing like little extras, you know, like adding stitching to things, you know. It just really lends an air of, you know, added texture and layers and such. And it's just, you know, it's just a really cool little extra. Just a little layered extra stuff, you know. I just love it. I find it really, you know, so cool the way that we are able to, you know, turn something like this into something beautiful, you know, and usable again. And we can add, like if we wanted to glue this down in a page, on a page, and I'll show you here in a minute, you know, we could use this as a tag pocket, you know, make a big tag that goes down inside this so that we can, you know, glue this down and have that little pocket tucked in on there on the corner, you know. Or you can put it on a page and decorate the back as well and have it on the side as like, you know, a fold out like that. So just whichever you prefer. All right. I think I might get a tiny bit of book page to put behind her. Or let's see what we can find real quick. I don't want to be so monochromatic, you know. A little pop of color. Let me look in my stash of stuff over here. I think we got tiny labels right here. Let's see if we can't find a colorful little label to put right behind her, or even a stamp. How about a stamp? No. Okay. Let's add these guys. Here, let's add just a hair of dark to them. Okay. And let's go ahead and just glue her down. Okay. Now, so if we decide to glue this down, I won't decorate the back because I want to give myself the option. I may want to turn this into a tag pocket, or I very well may turn it into like a flip. So I want to give myself that option. Okay. And, you know, so that's one of the reasons that I did this one this way, is because I figure once I do this and glue all that on there, you know, if I want to have it as a flip, it's not going to matter whether it's sideways or not on this one. With this one, it kind of matters, you know, so I feel like she should be standing straight up, right? So on this one, we're going to do the opposite. And just go around through here. Try to get some on the actual thread because it makes it stand up just a little bit. Okay. And we're going to go this way with this one. Okay. And then we're going to glue this down. And so these were, you know, all just little scraps off stuff that, you know, I had accumulated over the years, and I just cut them into little bitty squares and triangles and such, and, you know, made them into little clusters. So we'll do that together one day. I'll show you how I made them all. Okay. And same thing. So if this one goes sideways, here, let me grab my journal. Okay. So in my journal, I have all these little pages. And if I wanted to, I could make, let's see, we would have to do it on like this page. So we could make this the flip, and it would fold in like this, and then we could decorate this piece as well. Okay. And then, you know, so it would kind of match what I've got going on out here with all the little flip envelopes, right? Okay. Or I could also just do this, glue everything down here, and then have like, say a, you know, a tag that would slide down in here. And, you know, I could put a tab on it, or I could just turn it into a flat out tag. You know, whatever I wanted to do. You know, turn it and make a little note and put down in there. Whatever you want to do. So, there you have it. Alright, so please let me know in the comments below if you like this project and what you thought of it. and whether you think you might try it yourself. I love hearing from you guys and getting your feedback, and I hope you will take the time to leave me a comment today. And don't forget also to check the description box below for info on joining the Happy Mail list. We do send out about 8 or 10 packages a month to, various people. And, the only way to get a package is to get on the Happy Mail list. So check the description box below for that information. We would love to send you a cute little creative and inspirational package. So, don't forget to do that. And I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And really the biggest compliment you can pay me is to share this video with as many of your friends as you can, because it really does help my channel grow. And it gives me the chance to do new and exciting things for you guys. So I appreciate y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all watching. And until next time, I love you guys. And don't forget about the Happy Mail list. Thank you. Have a great day.